What is going on, all of my traders and investors? I hope you guys are doing well today and welcome back to the channel. Now, we are talking about Rocket Mortgage and the short squeeze that is going on right now. But first, I want to point off I made a video last night talking about Rocket Mortgage, the potential short squeeze I see, and the overall long-term investment prospects of Rocket Mortgage or Rocket Companies, whatever you prefer to call it. I did make a couple trades on this today, and I called that out in the Discord group chat. Now, that is free 99. If you guys want to be a part of that, link is in the description. I send out all my buy and sell alerts for stocks and options. Now, if you are not subscribed to the channel, I recommend you guys go ahead and do that. We are calling out these short squeezes, all these stocks that blow up before they do. So I recommend you guys get subscribed, join the community. Hit the comment section down below. If you guys want to talk about anything, any concerns, comments, anything, I respond to every comment, so go ahead and do that as well. Like I always say on this channel, it is 2021 and we have no time to waste time, so let's get right to it. So if you guys are unaware, the reason for Rocket Mortgage or Rocket Companies, whatever you prefer to call it, is skyrocketing today. That is because they announced a non-recurring dividend of $1.11 per share payable to stockholders as of March 9th. Now, they made a lot of money last year, so this is no problem for them to do this. And with 39.7% short interest on Rocket Mortgage, this is priming the company for a short squeeze. And that is what is going on right now. We have quite a bit of shorts and hedge funds and institutions by people shorting the stock. That's usually who it is big money. They are shorting the stock, so they are essentially forced to buy back the shares, which drives the price up. And subsequently, what happens is more institutions become willing to short a stock like Rocket Mortgage or GameStop or anything, and then they get into it, and then if more people keep buying it, they have to buy back the shares to cover their short position, driving it up and up and up and up until eventually nobody wants to short the company because it gets to ridiculous levels and people just assume it'll keep getting bought up. Basically what happens during a short squeeze. Now, before we get to some technical analysis on Rocket Mortgage, I want to go over this article briefly with you guys from Forbes. It says, with 39.7% short interest, why Rocket Mortgage stock could soar. It says, why is a profitable company whose revenue tripled among the most heavily shorted stocks on the market? And it says it IPO'd at $30 on the day of August 20th, 2020. It says outstanding financial results and guidance, special dividend, trading below its price target. Now, this is good and bad, the outstanding financial results and guidance, because they have had such strong financial results this year, tripling their revenue because of the low interest rates. And I'm a real estate agent, and quite frankly, Wall Street is wrong on this. We could see a plateau of the mortgage and housing industry, but we're not going to see a decline in the mortgage industry. There's too much demand, and for specifically what Rocket Mortgage does, where they just originate these home loans, yeah, the refinances, they're pretty much gone. Like, there's a couple of them going through, but really it's all people buying and selling at this point. Really people trying to buy. There's tons of buyers. There's not enough houses on the market. So this will be good for new builds. This will be good for people when they want to sell their houses. It will keep the price of houses up. So if you guys are in the market to look for a new house or sell your house, right now is a great time to do either one of those. Now, it says rising, and this is the bear case on the stock, as Wall Street sees it. It says rising interest rates could slow demand for mortgages, which I'm a real estate agent, and that is completely false. That is not going to happen. There's too much demand from young people, older people, just everybody wants to buy a house. It doesn't matter. 30% of all money was printed in 2020. Where do you think that money goes? To the number one thing everybody needs is houses. So that's my opinion on it. But it says the stock trades at a big premium to peers. Which, I mean, what's its real peers? Like, there's not too much competition in the large mortgage sector. There is on smaller basis. There's a lot of small companies, but Rocket Mortgage is the number one loan originator. So there's not too much premium compared to the peers. As you guys can probably tell, I am biased on this topic, so I encourage you guys, like always, to do your own research and come to your own conclusions. But overall, I think, in my personal opinion, Rocket Mortgage is a great company for the long term. jumping on over to Webull for some technical analysis. First, I want to point off we went up $17.30 today, up 71.19%. This is a short squeeze that we had today in the definition. Now, we are only down $1.38 in after hours, so that is pretty incredible compared to the run we had today. But one thing I want to point out looking at this graph, it looks very, very obvious to me that we are going to see a support around $30 because, quite frankly, that's where we got a lot of shorts covering their positions at $30 a share, and that's probably where we got a lot of short stop losses kicked in. You know, if Rocket Mortgage went over $30, a lot of these guys plan to cut their losses at $30 a share because they probably shorted around $20 to $23 a share. Now, this is where it gets real interesting. I think tomorrow we could see a slightly down day, and then I think this will likely continue Thursday and Friday and up until the 9th. Now, I do expect a dump off come after the special dividend is recorded, and the shareholders will get paid at that point after that. But that is when you must own shares up until March 9th to collect the dividend. So if you sell out March 8th, all your shares, you will not get $1.11 per share. So people are going to hold through March 9th, and then we could see a sell-off March 10th, and that is what I would put my money on, is we do see a sell-off March 10th. But just for the sake of this upcoming next week, up until the 9th, I'm going to put a resistance or support level right here to at almost $40 a share. Now, we are almost at that right now, and that is where I think if we hold this for tomorrow, if we just bounce up in between this level, then we could see up to $45, which was our high by Thursday, Friday, and into next week up until the 9th. Now, I do expect this to dump off and level out around $30 a share, because overall some institutions are going to end up just holding the shares since they got burned and just hold on to the shares, right? So that's what I expect coming out of Rocket Mortgage. We could, quite frankly, bounce in between $30 and $40. That's kind of what I'm expecting right now, but I do think this short squeeze is going to continue. Now, let me be quite clear too, before the 9th, I know I did say $45. That was this week. I think even next week we could see up to $55, $60 a share with somewhat of a trajectory going like this. So this white would be during the day tomorrow, normal trading hours. The blue would be after hours. So I do expect some kind of consolidation between now and to this graph, to this line. And then I expect something like this going forward into the next couple of days, into next week, is a little bit of consolidation and then just pretty much straight back up as more shorts will be getting margin calls and will be forced to get out of their positions or even liquidate other winning positions. So I would be on the lookout for even other market disruptions coming, like when GameStop happened. A lot of institutions had to take profits from other winning trades to cover their margin calls from the stock that they were shorting. So I think that is a quite strong possibility that we could see some overall weakness in the market as well. That is my input on the Rocket Mortgage short squeeze that is going on. I think it is a great trade to even get in now if you can. I would see how tomorrow is going before you do that. Don't just run into something. Play the momentum in your favor, whichever direction that is in. But if you guys got anything useful out of this video, go ahead, hit the like button for me. Comment down below if you guys have any input or what your predictions are with Rocket Mortgage. Where do you think this thing will go? Let me know down below. I respond to every comment. And until next video, guys, I will see you later. Peace out.